So I didn't really tell anybody on the team about my dad at first. I kept it to myself. I didn't really want people feeling bad for me. And I had one friend, Devin, who she knew everything. And one day I was just like, this is what's going on in my life. Like, that's why I'm so distant.
Alzheimer's is a disease that can become an unbearable burden for any family. For sophomore Cassandra Hanlon, her family has endured their share of hardships. Prior to Cassandra's arrival at Sacred Heart University, she has always shared a strong bond with her father.
My dad's my best friend. We've been best friends and inseparable since I can remember. We've done everything together and we still do everything together. My dad played at Boston College. He played ice hockey there in the 80s. He knows Coach O'Malley because they played together. And my whole life he wanted me to play ice hockey, but I never wanted to. He'd always come home with scratches on his face. And we were in Montreal one summer and we're walking around and I look at him and I'm like, hey Dad, can I play hockey?
After Mr. Hanlon's recent diagnosis of dementia, his bond with his daughter remains stronger than ever.
My mom called my sister and I and she was like, you guys need to come home. We're having a family meeting at 5. And my parents have been fighting, so we didn't know what was gonna happen. And I walk into the living room, my dad's sitting there crying. I had never seen him cry before. And he just sat there, he didn't say anything. And my mom was just sat us down and said, your dad has dementia.
Now a starting defender for Sacred Heart women's ice hockey team, Cassandra has also found the support of a second family with her teammates.
She's so strong that it was almost like you would never think she needed anyone, but it was almost like deep down she wanted someone to be there.
They always find stuff to do, and when I'm upset, they're always like, okay, let's go do something. And they make sure, and they always ask. That's the best part. If I'm down, they ask if everything's all right with my dad, and they always ask about him, and it's awesome. They're just always there making sure I'm all right.
Being over 180 miles from her father, this native from Rowley, Massachusetts, embraces the support from her teammates to cope with her father's disability.
We always take her to go get food. We're always with her. We're doing homework. Every single night we have a core group and we hang out and just keep her busy, keep her mind off everything.
Not only is she a recipient of support, but also an active supporter as well. On October 4th, the Sacred Heart community gathered together at the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
Coach has just been great, and I brought the idea of the walk to him, and he said, talk to our community service people, and the team just rallied behind me when I told them. They were so happy, and it was great to get the whole team there. We ended up raising over $2,000, got the whole team, got field hockey, rowing, hopefully next year getting more.
Dealing with her troubles at home has not set Cassandra back, but instead encouraged her to do more.
It hasn't really affected school at all, except it makes me want to do more. I want to graduate early. I am a sophomore, but I am on track to graduate next year. And I just want to be back in Boston, back close to home for my dad and show him that everything paid off. And before he passes or before he forgets everything, I want to show him that it was all worth it.
This is Christian Carter reporting for The Pulse.